Yeah, but
Very interesting storyline to watch to keep your eyes on.
I'm
Where we
only
going
interested because
next?
I'm selfish. I'm trying to see what the Hawks who can the Hawks get? Can we facilitate? Because I see some with so many teams in cap hell that and uninterested players that don't want to be on a team trying to get traded. Damn, they took the lead. Uh, I see like extravagant trades. I see like 3-team trades. I see stupid stuff like, well, we just saw it: 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 first, second round picks. All those crazy trades you're starting to see, and I can't wait to see that. But I am interested to see what Hawks, um, what the Hawks do.
I mean, you gotta ask yourself with a Kungwu who just can't get into the lineup. Do you trade him? Hunter has
Yes,
increased his value. Once again, this is Hunter's value has been high as it's ever been. This might be time to sell,
so
and
Hunter.
everybody is looking for a yeah. And I mean, because at one point the market wasn't there. Right now, you probably get a haul back for Hunter, a decent haul at least. And then Bogey, everybody's looking for it. Everybody needs one more shooter, and he's a little long in the tooth. What can you get back for him? You want to trade assets when their value is high. Don't let them devalue again like the Hawks have done it so many times, and then you just end up giving people away and not getting any return on your investment, which is not the answer.
Hunter will be difficult because you don't want to trade him, right? I mean, he's having a career year, but he's having a career year, and if you don't trade him, you have to re-sign him, and you're going to end up re-signing him for probably starter money, right? And if you resign, but he's flourished off the bench, so he either would have to give you a discount, or you have to pay him starter money and then start and bring him off the bench like Ricochet, and start Ricochet,
Uh
which he's on a rookie contract, ain't the worst thing in the world.
no, you got this year, next year, and the year after on Hunter on a team friendly deal.
Oh, you keep
21,
Hunter,
23, 24.
huh? Oh, well then,
What I'm
yeah. Then if you're gonna keep Hunter, then I would. You got to package Bogey and Okongwu. You package Bogey and Okongwu to try to get a center, a Miles Turner. No, they're not gonna give you that. Well, no, they're not gonna give you that because they're not gonna give you that.
no, you try to get I assume you try to get like a Michael Porter Jr. type of guy. I just don't know where he would go. Oh, I guess he would go into the Hunter spot. But yeah, the Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, you talking about trading Hunter? I was talking
that
about trading Bogey.
no, I mean no. Bogey, no, Joker wants Bogey on that team for sure. Remember they played whatchamacallit? They're both from Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
They're close friends.
Mm-hmm.
And they need a backup center. A Kungwu will be perfect.
So do we.
Michael
We
Porter
need a
Jr.
center back though.
You would probably have to move. You would have to have Larry Nance Jr. be your backup center.
So then you would have off the bench would be
And then
Ricochet
and then
and Hunter. That would be your, which I mean, that's the 3 and 4. Who would be your backup 2? Buffkin's out for the year. Garrison Matthews and Veet when Jalen Johnson comes back. I mean, that's a stat. I mean, I can see it. Hunter, and Ricochet off the benches would be. I mean, they would have the greenest of lights. I mean, greenest of lights. You still need
yeah,
a facilitator, but that doesn't answer our backup point guard issue, which we still need.
yeah. That's a different situation that we just have to find a way. There's not going to be one magic wand, boom, and now the Hawks are now that team either. You're going to have to make two different moves, I think. But the point guard situation is deathly. We have to have that. At any point where Trae goes down, we out.
We're out because Trae right now is leading the league as he's leading the league in assists per game at 12 assists per game. He's also leading the league in total assists, if I'm not mistaken, at 407 total assists through week 11. Um, he's to the point now. He's finally playing good basketball to a certain extent. He trusts his teammates more. But when he goes out the game, I love Veet. Veet does it about as good as he possibly can do. Veet is one of those diamonds in the rough that he's gonna play above his level, but his level really ain't that high, right? But when Trae goes out the game, we are stagnant. We don't do anything. Like it's all 1-on-1, which is why Hunter flourishes to a certain extent. But we need that the bench, and the thing is, the bench players are really good, and they want to be cohesive, but we need somebody to bring it all together, and we just don't have that. But Trae is balling right now.
You need D'Angelo Russell on a buyout. That's the other thing we need.
That wouldn't be fair. Why would he come to Atlanta? If they buy him out, why would he go to?
Because you can come here and not have any pressure, and you might be able to. You could probably in games. Him and Trae can play on the floor at the same time.
Him, Trae, and Dyson, and Jalen, and Capella.
Hunter.
No. Take Dyson off the
Capella. Yeah. Depending on what I need. If I need offense, I'm gonna put D'Angelo out there. Let him shoot it. If we need defense, Dyson is out there to end the game. Just depends on what you need. And if we have to take Trae off the floor and play defense, at least we can put D'Angelo out there, who's a bigger body.
No, D'Angelo just as bad as Trae on defense. But I do like the D'Angelo. I'd like the D'Angelo buyout for a backup point guard if he were to come to Atlanta. That would be fantastic. Trae looks like he's
everybody's not also going to be interested in D'Angelo because the Lakers stenches on him now.
Any that would be stupid. Any team that has a lack of backup point guard that's contending, I mean, he could go to Philly,
Miami,
Atlanta.
Why would you go to Philly? I mean,
might as well go to Atlanta before
Philly
you go to Philly. But you got Embiid. Like you
No, you don't. You barely got Embiid. You barely got Paul George. Going to Philly, like, I got to be real here. And nobody expected Philly to be this bad. Philly's not a better situation than Atlanta today. Philly is legitimately falling apart. And what is like, I love Embiid. I think he's one of the best basketball players of his generation, but he ain't healthy enough for you to go there. And Philly going to eat you for lunch, too. You better get your ass to Atlanta where we'll leave you alone.
Or Orlando. They need a backup point guard, don't they?
Yeah. They need a point guard, period. But
which would be crazy.
But
yep. But so he's in a league of it. The thing with the Falcons, with the Hawks is we have somebody that's in a league of their own on offense in terms of facilitating, and we have somebody that's in a league of their own when it comes to defense. Dyson Daniels hit 100 steals already this season. He leads the league in steals by 30, I believe. I think it's 30. The next person, he's at over 100, and the next person is at like 70 plus. So it's not even close. And he has elevated our entire team's defense just through want to. He's very quick. He's 6'6", so he can get in the way. He plays the passing lanes well. But the thing I noticed, because he did it today a lot, is he'll fake, like if you're trying to dribble away from him, he'll fake like he's going left, but his arms are long enough that he can still reach around, and if you go right, then he's just going to poke the ball away. That is great, and he values deflections. He's awesome. What the hell?
He is a disruptor. He's just like we were talking about basketball players. He is I mean, just like we're talking about people who are just football players like Scatterboo, he's a basketball player. That kid hustles. He plays hard. He actually has a bigger skill set than I originally even believed.
Man,
Um,
does he offensively? He surprises me. He gets
because
downhill
he can
quick.
he gets downhill. He's not a terrible shooter, and when he does shoot, it doesn't look bad. And he got a decent little floater game in there too. And he'll dunk on you if you playing.
Yeah, I think
So
his 3-point shot needs to get more needs to become more
consistent.
consistent. But I also he has the floater, but man, he can get to the thing about him, and I didn't mean to cut you off, I apologize. But the thing about him is where he can get to anywhere on the court because he's so tall. So he can get, and he's normally playing guards that are either he's normally we put him on the 3. We had him on LeBron and Kawhi.
Yeah.
So
Anybody 1, 2, 3, whoever their best player is, that's his assignment.
and the
And it's
people that
not an
guard
easy
him
day for him.
and the people that guard him are smaller, so he can get to anywhere on the court. I would love for him to like develop a mid range, but I would love for everybody that plays in the basketball today to go back to the mid range. But his 3-point shot, he either gonna make it or shoot an air ball. There ain't no in between.
But this is the thing about it is he's 21 years old. He's 6'7". Like he's like the equivalent of another draft pick. Like this kid,
Mm-hmm.
he's he should have at least 2 more decent jumps in skill between now and his like peak.
He's
So
got 6
this
years of
this is an
development. The peak is normally 27.
exactly. And you don't have in this system, you got one major responsibility, then everything else for you is kind of tertiary. All you really got to do is hustle and play good defense. You got a master facilitator who's going to make your job easier. You have an alien in Jalen Johnson to also still be all. I mean, Jalen Johnson still pass first. He going to help you play defense. He's a great rebounder already. Excellent rebounder. I ain't going to say great. Excellent rebounder. And he leads the team in blocks. Yeah, Dyson, this is the right place for you to be. And especially if you can really knock down that open 3, you're going to get them. Especially
Yeah.
when Ricochet's shot comes around.
Ooh, once Ricochet shot, that's the key. If Ricochet and Daniels can get to 40% 3, I know that's a lot thinking, but still. Now you can't.
Not
you
even
can't,
that. 37, 38% is all I need. 4 out of 10
fair.
threes is actually rough.
Yeah, that's tough. Okay, 3.5, 35 to 38%. Now you can't sag off, which means now our pick and roll is deadly. Like there's nothing.
And
you
it
can do
ain't
there.
even really necessary the threes for me. It's can y'all both get to about 15 points a game. If y'all can get to 15 points a game, boy, now you really, and that's only like extra 4 points a guy. That's like Ricochet is at 10. You can get 1 3 and 1 layup extra a game. And Dyson, you can get two more buckets a game. I don't care how you get them. That changes everything for us in a big way.
Yeah, we are
And
missing
Quinn is helping him out. Like Quinn is making him shoot it. He's like, shoot it. He building that confidence. So by the time we're really trying to compete, I think that those guys should be ready, especially since they already play very adult basketball.
Yeah. Now I will say we are missing Jalen Johnson. I don't know.
Desperately.
I don't know what it was. It's not serious, whatever it is. He should be back soon, but he hasn't played the last 2 games, and it's showing. The last game he played, I believe, was against the Lakers. If you know about the Lakers, when Jalen Johnson plays, he normally dunks all over the Lakers. Whether we win or not is another thing because they have LeBron and AD. We struggle with teams that have players that they can just give the ball to and say, go get a bucket. But every time for the last 4 games now, every time they interview his parents, he dunks. Like every time. And his parents are fantastic. They love him, and
they love it.
They're ecstatic. His dad is the funniest one. The clip is a little bit, but Jalen Johnson definitely dunked, and his dad was so excited that he grabbed the microphone away from the reporter, Tabitha Ash, and was like, Nah, he did it again every time. I'm sorry, America. You can see. I like this because you can see how comfortable he is now because Jalen is so good now. Like, you're going to have to be comfortable being interviewed now.
Right. And I think that they know that he's the best person on this team now. When your kid is the best player on the team, you're gonna have a different level of confidence. That's how you end up Paul's grabbing the mic. But yeah, I think that was a really great signing at $30 million a year.
Yeah.
That might end up being the Ozzie Albies, Ronald Acuna level theft. If you really look at some of these contracts out, you look at people like Jeremy Grant and what they're getting paid, and then you look at what Jalen Johnson's gonna get paid. You're like, how? Why? That don't track. But yeah, there's a decent level of optimism here. The Hawks need people to be healthy, and they need to make some moves. And I think they know that they got to keep the team engaged, and they want to keep the winning. They want to keep the winning going, and I'm sure that they also see what the Falcons did, and it's like, hey man, we don't want to do that. We don't want to find all these guys and then like the leadership not do their part and get people to start asking us questions, or God forbid one of these people who we've like developed or found want out. Like we got to do whatever we can to keep at this point Jalen, Trae, Dyson, and Shea locked in together as a group. Everybody else, you kind of get in where you fit in, but those four right there, that's the thing.
I think that they will. What I've gotten through with this entire year is that with the way that Dyson has played, with the way that they've moved, the coaching moves that they made, with drafting Shea when everybody said that we should take Sarr, or I forgot who the other person was. I'm going to let Landry Fields cook. I'm going to sit back and just watch. You have earned the right for us to just be quiet. Shea is looking like he's going to be first team all rookie. Trae is playing well. Why? Who's 5 rookies better than him? You got Dalton Connect.
I mean, no. The Shea was a good pick, but we also gave away John Collins, who's the best player in the Utah Jazz. Gave him away.
He inherited that issue. They should have traded John Collins if they were going to do it 3 years ago, right after. When did we go to the Eastern Conference Finals? 2019, 2020.
You're right. You're right. But giving away a player and then him going somewhere else and being the best player on that team, I think that there are other moves we should have made to keep him around.
What's Utah's record?
It ain't that don't have nothing.
That does 9-25 best player is not the same best player as 18 and
so let me
14
tell you this.
Or 23.
You will probably have a dog in the fight if he wasn't playing better than Lauri Markkanen, who's getting paid like $40-50 million a year. John Collins is playing better than Lauri Markkanen, and they're playing next to each other.
They're 9-25. I mean, that's fine. I mean, they're 9-25.
That's because they're not trying to develop. Well, they're trying to develop point guards, I guess, and they're not. They're just trying to use the guys who they got.
So he's in the same issue he was before. Trae was developing when he was ready, and they got rid of him, and they put him with Utah with the same thing.
Now you down there with Isaiah Collier and Colin Sexton and Keontae George. I think they're gonna move him though, and just go with Filipowski. Maybe.
I would love. He's only 6'9", but I'm sold on him being our starting center and bringing Capella off the bench at 7 feet, 6'11".
Who?
I think John Collins. I'm sold on that.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not sold on doing business with Danny Ainge either. So,
wait, hold on. What should they do? Like, follow, subscribe. Thank you, my friend. We in for it.